What's up everybody, today we're talking about Spider-Man 4 and the characters that would bring this movie to the next level. After what happened in No Way Home, Peter Parker is by himself, no MJ, no Ned, no Aunt May, no Tony Stark, nobody. So this is the best time to introduce fresh, new faces into Spidey's world. And let's just say there's a lot of potential here. So let's swing right into it. First up we have Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy. If you read the comics or you played the Spider-Man games on PlayStation, you know she's a lot of trouble in the best way. And with Peter on his own now, there's no MJ and he honestly has no friends at all at this point. He's really primed to meet someone new that really gets the whole hero thing. And Felicia's this kind of gray area character. She's not really good, but she's not really bad. She's gonna bring a lot of different dynamics to Peter's life. I mean, they're both risking it all out there being vigilantes. Imagine the rooftop action scenes that we're gonna get. It'd be great. Plus she's got a whole cat burglar thing going on and that would give Peter a way different challenge. Instead of dealing with all these really intense villains, Felicia would bring playful, unpredictable energy to the story. I mean, her goal isn't to go destroy New York. She just has her own motives and her own goals. And honestly, after everything that Peter's gone through after No Way Home, it's gonna be great to see him connect with someone that keeps things a little interesting. I think Black Cat is way overdue for a live action appearance. What about you? Alright, now let's get into one of the most iconic villains for Spider-Man, Venom. And yeah, I know we got Venom in the Sony universe, but come on, how cool would it be to finally get to see a Peter Parker versus Venom showdown in the MCU? Whether we're talking about the Black Suit Saga where Peter finds himself getting taken over by the symbiote, or just a straight up Venom versus Spider-Man battle, there's so much that they could do with that. And with the whole multiverse setup from No Way Home, they could bring Venom into this world without overcomplicating things. But what do you all think? Do you want to see Peter fight Venom directly, or should he rock the black suit first? Now I'm down for either one, but having the black suit would add a very dark twist when Peter is the most vulnerable. Next up is Kingpin. We've seen him go head to head with Daredevil in the show, and with Vincent D'Onofrio coming back, this is going to be a perfect MCU crime boss. And think about it, Kingpin would be a whole different level of challenge for Peter. He's not a supervillain with insane powers, he's just a guy who rules New York's underground. Peter would have to essentially dive into the criminal world of New York, maybe even test his own morals to take Kingpin down. I mean, the setup's there. Imagine Peter trying to stop crime on the streets and it all leads back to Kingpin. And then maybe he starts uncovering how deep Kingpin's influence goes. From politicians to cops, everyone can be bought. It'd be that kind of storyline that really tests Peter's endurance and patience. Not every problem can be solved with webs and a punch, right? And if Kingpin's in it, Daredevil might show up. Now this one might feel like a bit of a stretch, but hear me out. Doctor Doom. Now if, and that's a big if, the MCU plays their cards right and brings Robert Downey Jr. back as Dr. Doom as this next big Avengers level threat, he could be the villain in Spider-Man 4 on a way more personal level. There's this whole side to Doom that's not just about world domination, he has a serious ego problem, and if Spider-Man, of all people, got in his way, he would not let that slide. And keep in mind, Spider-Man 4 comes out 2 months after Avengers Doomsday. So it's possible that Doom shows up with a vendetta against Peter after the events of that movie. It'd be a clash of 2 very different mindsets. But the biggest thing here is that Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to go up against Dr. Doom, who looks like Iron Man. That's going to be personal, not just for Peter, but for the audiences as well. This would be a high-stakes, brutal face-off, and the MCU is definitely at the point where they could pull this off. Alright, last but definitely not least, we have Silver Sable. And if you're not familiar with her, she's a skilled mercenary who's been an ally to Spider-Man in the comics. She actually had a movie with Black Cat that ended up being cancelled, so this would be a perfect opportunity to introduce her into the MCU and give Peter a new partner. And with her on his side, Peter has someone that can handle herself in a fight and bring her own mission and agenda. And she's a bit ruthless compared to Peter. So that could bring out some interesting conversations between the two. It'd be a great way to show how Peter's approach to heroism might inspire someone like Silver Sable. So those are my top picks for the characters that I want to see in Spider-Man 4. We have Black Cat to shake things up on the romantic front, Venom to bring out a darker side to Peter, we have Kingpin to drag him into New York's crime world, Dr. Doom for an Avengers level threat that feels personal, and Silver Sable as a fierce new ally. So what do you all think? Did I miss anyone? Let me know who you want to see in Spider-Man 4 down in the comments. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel for movie news, reviews, rankings, recaps, and everything in between. Until the next video everybody, see you later.